I got my man Sean McGraw here. He runs an awesome company. How long have you been doing this?
So I founded For Energy in 2010. So we're going on our 12th year. We do energy audits, solar panels, installation replacement windows, HVAC. We basically help people with high bills and uncomfortable homes.
So it's a big deal here in Phoenix, as you can imagine. Anything from how your air conditioner gets out into the heat or heat comes in, and to make those bills lower. So let's go see inside what's going on in here.
Yeah, come on in. Got awesome Lily right here. She runs the front.
Yay!
Yeah, Lily. So Lily helps us with proposals, with rebates, with after we go out and do an audit, she helps put the packet together for our sales team to go out and help a homeowner. Then come on in here. Conference room. Everybody's got one. So we do our team huddles in here. We do what we call L10 meetings in here, which is level 10 meeting, and the whole concept behind L10 is it's supposed to be a 10 out of 10. It's supposed to be a great, fantastic meeting. But outside of that, we do interviews in here, group recruiting, all sorts of stuff. This is where we made a lot of changes in the office. So this used to be operations. It used to be a bunch of cubes, which Tommy actually bought. But we were running out of training space in what I'll show you in a minute, our old training center. So we turned this into a big learning area. So once a week we do all hands meetings where everybody in the company comes in, and then we do a lot of our weekly trainings in here for different departments. So our solar team, they're in here almost every single day learning marketing or sales or operations or paperwork, whatever it is that they need to learn. So Tommy knows something about this. We run lean. So we try to have as small of a warehouse as possible. Our team, they pick up product in the morning. If it's windows, it goes straight from the manufacturer directly to the customer's house, same with solar. But out of this warehouse, we do about $4.5 million just with sealing up people's ductwork, maybe replacing some ducts, replacing some insulation, and doing attic sealing, which is spray foam. So we run light.
You don't need a huge place to make a lot of money if you're efficient. There's that thing called Parkinson's Law. And my buddy at Moxie who got a huge place, he moved right back into a small place a year later because they wasted so much time. It's easier to manage under a smaller space that you can actually run lean concepts.
Absolutely. Tommy, I saw you checking these out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We always promote being an A player. So on there you can see motivating, work hard, organize, big picture, early, no excuses, proactive, builder, producers. Not everybody's an A player, and it's easy if somebody shows up late or they're not doing what's expected of them to point to the picture and say, hey, like you gotta be an A player. Let's check out call center. So normally every seat is filled. These guys handle inbound calls, outbound calls, warm calls, cold calls, confirmation calls. When somebody fills out a form, we respond to them immediately. It all happens in this room. We do live chat as well. Okay, this is Mitch. Mitch, you don't have to say anything, don't worry. Mitch is on our solar team. He handles a lot of our solar customer communication from start of project to finish. Solar project can take 3, 4, 5, 6 months sometimes. So it's important that we're always keeping in touch with the customer. Yeah, so pretty amazing. When this was all cubes, you know, it was good. It felt like a good solid office, but I don't know, people just kind of got in these little lulls. But we added little things like cornhole, which I love to play. I'm from Michigan. Ping pong, which I'll say I was horrible at, and I'm getting better because we can play all the time. But it gives people the opportunity to come in here, have some open space, play some games, you know, forget about work for little chunks out of the day and get competitive and have fun with the other people that are here. Tommy knows something about this too. So this is our break room. Looks like a normal break room. It is a normal break room. We do a couple things. So when we do those all hands meetings in the main area, we do what's called, we give out this award, it's called the GOAT. It's somebody who's living our core values from the previous month. So these are our past GOAT winners. They get a little prize, but this is, if you're living our core values and you're doing a great job, we're gonna recognize you for that. So we do a nomination process where anybody in the company can nominate somebody else in the company saying, hey, I noticed this person has been really driven, focused on growth. They've dealt with a lot of upset customers and kind of kept composure. They might get nominated for GOAT. A couple years ago, probably 3 years ago now, Tommy and I took a tour of this company called ER2. And they ran on this book and this principle called Lean. The book's called 2-Second Lean. And it's all about making 2-second improvements every single day. But one of the principles is, this is our office, we're the ones that use it, we're the ones that clean it and keep it up. So this is a kind of aerial view of what our office is. This shows where the cubes used to be. But but everybody did a little Bitmoji, and every week we shuffle chores of the office and we keep it clean. Like, I have a job, everybody else in here has a job. This is Nick. He's our content guy. He manages our social media, does a lot of content, does a lot of ads. But this is the marketing room.
How many shows you guys do a year?
200 plus.
200 plus shows.
200 plus shows. We are a very face-to-face marketing company. So if there's a time or place where we can set up a booth and talk to people that are at a show or event, we're gonna do it. So we could book a lot more than that if we had more brand ambassadors, which is something that we're working on right now.
So 200 shows. Tell me a little bit about your truck. You started giving out food.
Sounds insane. We're not a company that sells food. We don't even make food. We don't do any of that. COVID hit, and those 200 shows and events that we try to go to completely flatlined. We thought, how do we stay in front of the customer? How do we create kind of a showroom on wheels, something that we can take neighborhood to neighborhood or parking lot to parking lot, it doesn't matter, and get in front of people. So we bought a food truck. We go to neighborhoods, and in the summer we might hand out lemonade to neighbors. In the wintertime we might hand out hot cocoa or cider. Primarily right now, because shows and events came back, our team is focused there. But our next big project is hiring an entire team to run the truck every single day.
How big would you say, how big would you say outbound versus inbound versus shows are as far as the business goes?
I would say right now shows and events are probably 40%, call center is about 30%, and inbound is another 30%.
I've always considered myself, we do over 10,000 jobs a month, and I don't do any outbound.
Right.
And I don't do we do a show maybe every couple of months.
You're the inbound king. We have always been good at outbound.
It just makes you wonder though, if I mastered outbound and mastered being at the shows and made the extra effort to have sweepstakes and sponsored a few more events like golf tournaments and stuff, like what would happen? So
So it's funny that you're talking about this because we are now working on ramping up our inbound. We got to get together more often. Maybe I can help you with outbound. You can help me with outbound. But this is my office. I've shared an office forever and finally got my own, and it became the catch-all. But something cool that was already in here that that I'm keeping is there's a saying above the back wall: if you work, it works. This is important to who we are because we do a lot of outbound, right? We work home shows, we do canvassing, we have a call center. You have to put in the effort to actually make it work. But once you put in that front end effort, all of our numbers always work out. So I appreciate you guys coming out.
Hey, hell of a job, brother. Hope
Thanks,
you make
Tommy.
$1 billion this year.
Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it. You too, I know you will.
I love these shop tours, man.